Hi everyone, it's Shiera from Shiera Made Crochet. I am finally back for another video. Life kind of got in the way, plus I wasn't too happy with the amount of crochet that I had, and now I have like too much, but anyways, for those of you who are interested, Shiera Made Crochet is just my little corner of the internet. I'm probably mostly just going to talk about crochet, but every now and then I'm sure that something else will pop up, like sewing, maybe even knitting. Kind of have a history with knitting, and I'm not too terribly keen on relearning, but you know, minds can change and I might pick it up again. But anyways, I have quite a number of finished objects and an update on my friend's bolero that I was talking about last time. And also, I don't have any whips to show you, though I do have quite a number, and I'll explain that to you towards the end, just because it's a long story and I might ramble, so maybe it won't be so long. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my friend's bolero. So last time I showed you a black lacy, most of a sleeve. Like I think I was almost halfway across my back, and I didn't like how thin the yarn was and how large of a hook I used. So I don't know, it was just felt really weird, and I didn't like crocheting that way. So I ended up frogging that bolero. And so what I actually started doing was swatching. I kind of realized that I felt like I was wasting my time with what I was doing with the bolero. I have never made one, but I feel like I know how to make one. The concept seems really easy, so I'm gonna go based off of that. And then after looking at a few more boleros and like jackets and stuff like that, I think I can make the back longer by crocheting on the other side, which means that I would have to find a pattern that I guess is mirrored, so like it doesn't look like I crocheted one way and then the other. So what I did was I searched through Pinterest to find some lacy patterns that I thought might work. I'm kind of tired of the pineapple lacy patterns, so I did everything I could to make sure that I didn't really go that route. But anyways, I have a few of the swatches to show you. So here is the first one, and it's just double crochet, and then you skip, I think, 3 stitches. Oh no, you chain 3, no, chain 2, then you skip sorry. So on here you do a set of 4 double crochet, and then you chain 2, then you do I believe that's a treble crochet, and then you skip 3, and then you do another 4 double crochet. So let's see. Ooh, that's okay. So anyways, 4 double crochet, chain 2, treble crochet in the next stitch, skip 3 chains, 4 more double crochet, and you just keep going and going and going. I believe I don't remember what the stitch multiple was, but I'm sure I can find it again. So I did that one, and then I did this one. Now, Meladora's Creations, I believe, is the YouTube channel. She does a tutorial on this, and it's really pretty. It's like flowery puff stitches, and I actually really like this stitch, so I basically memorized it. This one's in multiples of 8. After I was done swatching, I felt like it was too thick, honestly, to use, especially for a summer wedding, so I decided against that, and so did my friend. And then I did this one. Sorry about the ends not being woven in, but it's just a swatch, so. Hello. Okay, there we go. And it's just fan stitches with picots in the center of them. And she did not pick this one either, and I'm actually really glad because I hate picots. They irritate me. They look beautiful, but they just irritate me. So the last one I'm going to show you is actually the one that we decided on. And it's this one right here. It is so pretty. So yeah, we decided on this one, and it's perfect because I can, like I said, I can mirror image it, so I can work from the center down to make her back longer. And that leads to this, which isn't much of a swatch. Oh, hey, my light. But so what ended up happening was I started working on it, and then I just decided that I didn't like the feel of it. I don't really know if it was just my skin being sensitive or what. It feels great now, but like at the time it felt really rough, almost like a table runner, and I really didn't want my friend to feel like she was also wearing a tablecloth. So here it is. Ooh, clearly it's in white because it's for the bride of the wedding. I'm just going to show it to you this way because otherwise it won't be in frame. But I decided that I wasn't going to complete the bolero using this yarn, and I am in the midst of finding a nice cool yarn, and I think I found it. It's an ice yarn called Summer Viscose, and it's mostly cotton. It's I think 78% cotton and 28% viscose. It's like a bamboo. So yeah, so I'm kind of waiting on the yarn for that, but hopefully soon I can get working on that, and I will probably be furiously working on that because the wedding is in 4 months. And I hate procrastinating, and I already feel like I kind of have. So plus it's like something light to work on, and I really kind of need that, especially over the summer, because I live in a desert, and it's a little too hot to crochet anything other than cottony, summery things. But so that's my update for my friend's bolero. It will get done. I just I need better yarn for it. And then I'm looking at my pile here, not really knowing where to start. I'm going to start with the closest thing to me. Excuse me. So I actually made 2 of these. my friend had asked me to make her mom one. Her mom's favorite color is in purple, and I've already given that away, but it is a water bottle holder. Now this one I have messed up on, but I'm not going to frog it because it'll just be for me. But it's a water bottle holder. This one's in blue. It was leftover cotton from another project I'm going to show you. I think this is Hobby Lobby Sweet Delight, and it's just, I crocheted in the round until a water bottle that I had fit in it, and then I worked my way up using a net stitch or a mesh, and then I crocheted the strap. This strap is definitely not long enough even for me, but I really just wanted to use up what I had and have it match. So I mean, this one's going to be mine. It's not a big deal. Summer's right around the corner and I'll be playing Pokemon Go quite a bit more. So yeah, something for me to have with me if I don't want to carry my purse around. So there's that one. The next closest object, is it's another basket. This is, I believe, the Nesting Baskets by Yarn and Chai. Let's see, it's really, so I got this yarn thinking that I was going to make a garment out of it, but after I got it, I kind of realized that it's a cotton polyester blend, and the polyester with the way that I crochet makes a significant difference in my gauge. So I decided to double up the yarn and make a basket out of it. And I used, I think, 4 out of 6 skeins or balls of yarn, so I'm pretty happy with it. And it's beautiful, so I can't really complain. But here it is. So pretty. So I don't know if you can see, but like, so right here is like a slightly darker blue, or a different shade of that blue. There you go. So that is the polyester, and it's really, really soft, but it's also more, I don't know, malleable, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I don't know, but it makes my crochet gauge like way different. So there's that. And then last time I was on here, I talked to you about the Leudinghause, and I have completed not 1 but 2 of them. So for the first one, the purple one that I'm going to show you, that one was done in Hobby Lobby Sweet Divinity yarn in the colorway Mixed Berry. And that one, my gauge was all over the place because it was the first time, and I crocheted, like I said, really tight, like I've been doing amigurumi for all my life. So different parts of the pattern, I used different hook sizes. So for the body, I used a 5.5. For the trim, I used a 5mm, and for the arms, I used a 6mm crochet hook because that was the only way that I was going to get anything to work. So that's the first one. The second one is 2 strands of Lion Brand Amazing Lace yarn in the colorway like hot turquoise or something like that. And I used a 5mm crochet hook throughout. I was kind of playing around with the pattern a little bit to see what worked best. And quite honestly, the changing of the hook sizes at different parts were probably the best. And I did want to mention that I use, for the trim, the pattern or the directions say to extended single crochet, chain 1, and then skip either a row or a stitch depending on where you are along the jacket. And I didn't because my chaining was so tight that like it wasn't going to work. I think I was going to use up to a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook, but I hate the way that the plastic clover armoires feel when I'm crocheting, so I had to think of something else. So I went down a hook size and crocheted without any spaces. But anyways, here it is. So here's the back side. And the trim is really, really thick, and I love it. There we go with the trim. See if we can get oh, well, that's quite dark. But anyways, it's like in tonal shades of purple. It is so pretty. And the only thing that I regret, which my friends have told me not to really worry about it too much, even the nitpicky one, she said, or they said, that it kind of looks like it was done on purpose. However, for someone like you and me, you can tell that I forgot to, I didn't really check the lot numbers, so I got different die lots, I guess. So half of my back is lighter than the other half, and I mean it doesn't bother me so much because I don't look at my back while I'm walking around. The only person it's going to bother at this point is the person that's looking at me. Whatever, it is what it is. So here's the second one. Ta-da! It's a little bit stiffer. Going back, or thinking back on it, I will probably just, like I said, stick to what I had done because it's heavier and it's not as drapey. And this is an airy jacket, so I need it to work at least for the spring and fall. But yeah, so that's the Leudinghause by KT and the Squid. So then, because I'm kind of like trying to use up some of the yarns that I have, it doesn't always work. Sometimes I cave and I buy new yarns, but I succeeded and failed both at the same time. Well, not at the same time, but anyways, I digress. I made two garments. It's the Bellissa hemmed top by Ling Ryan on Hooked on Patterns, I believe. Designed by Ling Ryan for Hooked on Patterns. So here it is. It's super pretty. I got the yarn that I'm using, or the pink yarn anyway, from Ice Yarns, because I've been watching Krista from The Secret Yarnery, and some of the yarns I really liked, especially the summer ones, because they're cheaper to find than here. Anyways, I made that, but I only had 4 packs, and so it's a lot shorter than I would have liked. But I mean, honestly, I can just tuck my undershirt in and wear it as a shorter top. It's not like a crop top or anything, it's just short. But here it is. Here's the pink one, and this is done in Ice Yarns Tenna, and that is a 50% polyester 50% cotton blend, and I used a 4mm crochet hook, and it is supposed to be a little roomy. So let me see if I can get a close-up of the patterning. Here we go. And it's really pretty, and I absolutely love it. And I'll probably wear it once the weather gets slightly warmer. It rained all day yesterday, and there's not enough humidity in the air to keep the temperature the same when it rains, so it dropped down about 30 degrees. So it's a little chilly, so I'm wearing a sweater today. So that's the first one. The second one is the same yarn that I used for the water bottle holder. In this one, I had 3 skeins of it, and so I just decided that, and I was trying to find something to make for my son, and I couldn't find anything that I liked. Lo and behold, I looked on Pinterest today, and I found something that I liked, but it's too late now, so, anyways, this is done in a 4mm crochet hook as well with the Yarn Bee Sweet Delight. It's pure cotton, but it's really soft. And I do have to say that up here, I really dig the green. Down here, not quite so much. Look at that. I don't like it. I don't like the green. Looking back, I probably should have just frogged the green out, but I had come so far and I really didn't. I don't like frogging, so I'll just deal with it. Plus, I think I'm just going to keep it as an indoor outfit. I just wanted to use up the yarn, and blues are my favorite color, so there's that one. Then I have 3 hats and 3 cowls, and all but one is the same stitch pattern anyway. It's oh goodness, I think it's Picot Pals, the Wave Beanie, and let me tell you, I don't like making hats, or I didn't until this, and I'm actually really proud of myself because I have a really tiny head. So that being said, I don't want to make hats just for me, I want to make them for everyone. So what's great about this is, first of all, it's stretchy, and second of all, I can use whatever weight yarn I want to, really, because it's not crocheted in the round, it's crocheted normally with the hat and the top crocheted alongside it. So you do like the part that you're going to cinch, the pattern, and then the brim all as one, and it's basically like a discombobulated scarf. But that makes me really happy because now I can adjust depending on the weight of yarn that I'm using. So I have done it in DK weight, and that one was Stylecraft Special DK. I did it in an Oran weight, or worsted weight, and that one is Lion Brand Jeans yarn in the colorway Stovetop. Now that one's going to be mine because you might be able to see it on camera, but in real life you can't really see the stitch patterning, so it's kind of pointless. So that one, and then I used a yarn that a friend of mine had gotten for me when she was living in Japan, and it's a bulky weight yarn, and I used, I believe, an 8mm crochet hook just because I needed to fix my tight gauge. So that was the best way to do it, is use a significantly larger hook. But anyways, and then the cowl, I still use the same wave beanie stitch pattern for 2 of them, and then the third one was a linen stitch because I really didn't know what to do with it. So I went with something I wanted it to show off the fade in and fade out of colors because it's a slight gradient. But let's just go into it. So this one I actually finished last night. This is a universal yarn. Oh my goodness, that is so dark. Hello. Okay. Ooh, my camera. I kind of freaked out on me there. Oh, here we go. Because the light is directly overhead. But this is like the best place for me to film. So it looks brown and pink, but it's actually different shades of like a red purple. So you have like a magenta here, and then this is closer to burgundy. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, can't figure it out. But yeah, so it's anywhere from like a magenta to a burgundy, like almost a wine color. And I don't know, it doesn't really look like you can. Oh, it's also inside out. Go me. Not much better. So, anyways, sorry, I'm all trying to figure out. Oh, it has, maybe you can see it a little bit. It has a little bit of sparkle. Yeah, just a little bit here and there. And I love it because it kind of looks like stars shining in like a reddish galaxy kind of thing. I don't really know how else to explain it. But I like that the stellina in it is not overpowering. I crochet with, my hand is like really sensitive and I don't like the feeling of the yarn on the webbing between my fingers, especially the pinky and the ring finger. So I wrap it around my finger pretty tightly, so if I can feel the stellina, I basically don't like the glitter yarn. But I have nothing against glitter yarn and I think it's really pretty. However, I have sensitive skin, so meh. So anyways, then I have this one. I have decided for Christmas that I am going to make hat and cowl sets for my friends. The crochet worthy ones. This one is done in a merino, alpaca, and silk. It's yarn held double. It's 2 DK weight yarns held double, and they just so happen to be basically the same shade of yarn. It's just that one has a little bit more of a glow to it because of the silk. Sorry about that. My camera stopped recording. But anyways, excuse me. Feeling this, it feels great, but if I were to wear it around my neck, it would feel like I was being grazed by cactus needles, which maybe not around my neck, but that has happened to me and it's not fun. So anyways, the next one is the linen stitch cowl that I'm going to show you. I think that's what it's called. It's the single crochet chain 1 skip 1 stitch in the round. And I did it in a green and brown gradient. And I think it's really pretty. But one of my problems with gradients is that I don't really know what to do with them. And I did buy it to make like a hat and cowl set, but now I'm kind of not really sure about how I feel about the look of it. Anyways, it'll be a good cowl, hopefully for a young child or something. Moving on. This is the beanie. And this is done in Stylecraft Special DK in the copper colorway, I believe. And I'm so glad that I found a hat pattern that I enjoy, because I have a lot of one skein. I have a lot of single skeins, and I desperately need to use them up, because that's like 75% of my stash. So yeah. And then this one is the bulky one. This one is the one, it's in a burgundy color. This one's the one that my friend got from Japan for me. I really love it. I have like a ball and a half, I feel, but it didn't come as like one big skein. It came in 5 small skeins in 40 grams, and I believe each ball of yarn was like 25 or 30 meters each. So, I mean, it came in a pack of 5, so it wasn't like I didn't have like a whole skein, but but now I have extra and I want to use it up, and I'm probably going to only have enough for a brim, so I might make like a Mirage cowl or something out of it. I just need to find some good yarn to go with it. Anyways, the next one is the black one. Let's see, I don't know. Oh, I should have adjusted properly. Anyways, this is the Lion Brand jeans yarn. And I use different hook sizes depending on what I felt was right because of my crochet gauge. Basically, the YouTube video, and I believe the pattern calls for a 5mm crochet hook. I just used what I thought was right. Gauge doesn't necessarily matter so long as you get the measurements right. So that's what I did. But that is the end of all of my finished objects, and I think what I'm going to do is see if I can maybe every few days or so show off some of my crochet items, kind of like how Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter does it, just because I feel that it's a simpler setup. The videos are shorter, and I can if like my son or something wakes up from his nap or decides that he wants to chill out with me, I can have the video actually done. So yeah, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was kind of the reason why I haven't really been on, I mean, other than normal life circumstances, ever since, I feel like maybe December, I've been kind of feeling like I'm losing my crojo. Basically, no matter what I tried to work on, I wasn't happy with it. So I thought maybe I should work on smaller projects. Well, all of my smaller projects, things that I thought I could get done over the course of the day, because sometimes I can't commit an hour or two to crochet at a time until after my kid goes to sleep, which is normal. But I was feeling very frustrated with the limited amount of crochet time, the fact that I wasn't happy with what I was crocheting, and then on top of it, the small crochet patterns that I was trying to work with, instead of being like a one-day project, they turned out to be 3 or 4 day projects. That's not what I was after. I wanted something that I could see see progress on. And at the time I hadn't found the Picot pattern, so I didn't want to make hats and I didn't want to make cowls, and well, I did, but I didn't. I had made, I think, like 6 or 7 Mirage cowls, so I was kind of done with that pattern, at least for now. I'm probably going to go back to it because that's a really great pattern. And the Mirage cowl slash ponytail hat is a pattern by the Cozy Cottage Crochet, and it's wonderful. It's probably the first time that I actually got a hat and cowl done, because it's based on measurements rather than total stitch count. I mean, there's that too, but anyways, and this actually went on until about a week ago. Now, I'm not going to say that my Crojo is like 110% back, but it's a lot better. Last time I only had 3 hats to show you, and a cowl. Oh, and then I did have my Leudinghause, but at the time it was in the wash, and then I couldn't find my swatches that I wanted to talk to you about, so that was really frustrating. So basically I needed to take some time away from my crochet. I didn't really know how to do that because I need to do something with my hands almost all the time. If it's not crocheting, it's cleaning or it's playing with my son, something, but I need to be doing something with my hands. And I did find what I needed, and I played, like, I found a video game that after beating it, I wanted to continue to play it. So I got a few days to rest from needing to crochet. So that's most of the reason why I haven't been on, is just because I haven't felt motivated to crochet. I think 5 of these 12 were done within the last week. Because I think that I found my passion again, but I'm not like 110% sure. So that's why I'm not going to show you any whips, because most of those whips were started out of sheer desperation to crochet. So yeah, but hopefully I will be able to do more of these videos. I really enjoy them, and I really love watching everybody on YouTube who has been doing this. You guys are my inspiration for trying something different, and like finding something new, and I'm always looking to find something new with crochet. I feel that you could always learn something. Anyways, I am now rambling. Thank you guys if you have made it this far. Thank you all for watching. If you are interested, please consider subscribing. All of these patterns I will make sure to link in the description box down below, and hopefully I'll see you soon.